Welcome back. The holidays are here and you are feeling anything but festive. Why is that? Well, it could be because your neck and back pain are so severe you're miserable. Well, that was the case for one local man. He actually got to the point where he didn't want to live. And then he saw one of our segments with Dr. Miller at Total Health Chiropractic. And Dr. Miller talks about how his non-invasive program has helped so many. Plus, there's a special treat for those who make a donation to help a child this Christmas. Take a look.
Perhaps some of you at home can relate to this. You've gone to the doctor because you have neck and back pain and you've been given no solutions, only more frustration. And it's something common that Dr. Miller at Total Health Chiropractic hears often. And stories like Mark's are why people come back again and again, or they come here the first time, because you're going to hear how remarkable this man feels here to the right of Dr. Miller. Thanks so much for being here with us today.
It's great to be here. Thanks.
Absolutely. And Mark will get to his story in a minute. He's been singing your praises. But stories like his, like I said, where people are frustrated and they've given up. They don't want to wake up sometimes.
It's really a sad situation, Leanne, because, when people have chronic neck or back pain, not only does it hurt, but it affects your quality of life and your ability to function and do the things that you want to do. So that's tough enough on its own. But then, a lot of times when they go the medical route, many of these treatments, whether it's drugs, shots at the pain clinic, or even neck or back surgery, just revolve around symptom relief. It's just kind of like a temporary Band-Aid to feel a little bit better for a couple hours or a few weeks, but they're not really fixing the cause of the problem. That's why they got to keep doing these treatments over and over again. And when you're dealing with this for months and months or years and years, you're going to the doctor, and a lot of these patients are frustrated and looking for answers, and sometimes they don't even know what the diagnosis is or what the cause of the problem is. A lot of times when you just treat symptoms, there are not a whole lot of other options that they can offer these patients.
And mentally and physically, really some grave side effects for these people with some of these treatments.
One of the things we talk about is just having hope. And when you get in this cycle and there's really no end in sight, you do start to lose hope. You just feel stuck, and it's a very helpless and just frustrating situation for a lot of struggling patients to be in.
Absolutely. And then, so really it's a personalized solution for them, correct?
Absolutely. And the first thing we do is sit down with a patient and talk a little bit. I want to get to know them and hear about their history and what they've been through, what's helped or not helped, where are their frustrations, what are their goals for their life and to get out of pain. And then the next step is to start figuring out what it takes to diagnose their condition. We don't just guess and throw people on certain treatments. We need to know for sure what the actual problem is that's causing their complaints. And many times that's done through a thorough physical examination and some type of imaging of their spine. And then once I figure out what the actual problem is, then I can actually make real decisions on if we have any treatments we can offer them to help them out, get their problem fixed once and for all.
And to help them improve that quality of life, you do have a special machine that really, I know Mark sings the praises of, your DRX 9000C.
Well, we have a lot of varieties of treatments here, but none of them are invasive. None of them involve drug shots or surgery, so they're natural solutions, not just Band-Aids. But the DRX 9000C is actually a medical device that is used to heal and repair and regenerate injured discs and degeneration of the spine. But this is a device that actually helps regenerate and heal these injured discs, so our patients are actually able to just go live a normal life once again without that pain, because we fixed the problem and got their discs and their spine healthier.
One of those patients we're going to talk to today is Mark. I was talking to Mark a little bit prior to the interview, and let me tell you what, he was in rough shape. Mark, let's go ahead and go backwards just a little bit and talk about your story and when things really started to get worse for you. Can you remember back when?
Yes, it was probably, it was a year and 8 months ago. Just had pain getting worse and getting worse. To the point where I couldn't even walk. I was in a wheelchair for a lot of the time. Went to a walker if I was going to try to go someplace. My wife had to help me in the shower, out of the shower. I couldn't even stand long enough to shampoo my hair. So I had a stool she put in there for me and a mat so I wouldn't fall. Had absolutely no quality of life. And actually, when I would go to bed at night, the pain was so bad that I wish I wouldn't even wake up. I mean, it was that bad that I just had no life. Did nothing, put everything on my wife, made her do everything for me. Can you get me this? Can you get me that? Because the pain was so bad. And then I was watching TV. One day I always watched the news that noontime and heard Dr. Miller talking about his program, and I hurried and yelled to my wife to come out of her office. And at this point I had gone through the mill. I thought I was going to live that way the rest of my life, and my wife says, call him, please call him. And I called him that day and had an appointment the very next day. Nobody ever sat me down and showed me my spine until I came here. He probably spent an hour to an hour and a half on me, telling us step by step by step what is wrong with my spine. And I was being treated for something that I didn't even have.
Oh, so you actually felt worse probably when you had the other stuff than better.
Right.
So when you came
Yes.
here, what kind of options did you have, or what did you guys choose to try? Did you try the DRX?
Yes.
Okay.
He put a program together for me, told me and my wife what it was. Like I say, the very first week of it, I started the program, the same week that I called. And I seen results probably within the second week. I could feel things getting better, less pain. And right now I'm on the downslide. I think I got 3 weeks left of the 10-week program. And if I had to quit right here today, I'm 98% better with no pain.
Wow. Hey, you were wheelchair bound.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes, it is.
Fantastic. Well, we need to get some people into the door here. You have a wonderful offer for everybody, plus something extra if they bring in something for your angel tree.
We do. So we try to be involved in the community, and we always try to give back. So they can call our office, and if they schedule their first consultation and exam, we can do that for $49. But also, if they bring a gift and donate to Angel Tree, we'll also get them set up with a free hydrotherapy massage so they can start to feel better right away.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So you can help yourself and help someone here in need in the community. So thanks so much for doing that for everybody here in West Michigan. And thanks so much for getting everybody back up on their feet and feeling great again.
We take great pride in our work, and it's just a fun thing to do. And I love hearing these stories of patients when they're doing better and what they're able to do with their life then.
So once again, if you are like Mark, or maybe even not to that severe of a situation, but you're on your way, please reach out to Total Health Chiropractic.